my beautiful witches, blessed be. This is White Raven over here, and today I have a very special oil that I wanted to share with you. This is the third time I filmed this video, and every time I'm going to share it with you guys, I learn something different about it. I'm making this one for myself, and I'm really excited to have stumbled upon this recipe. It comes from the book of Exodus, from the Bible. It was a recipe that the God of the Hebrews gave to Moses while Moses was in the desert with the Israelites. If you want to check the recipe, you need to check Exodus chapter 30, verse 22 to 33. You're going to see the instructions and you're going to see the whole story behind this oil. Now, holy oil. Holy oil is also known nowadays as Abramelin Oil, or the oil of Abramelin. Abramelin oil became extremely popular in the Western civilization in the 1900s and is still used today in the tradition of Thelema, which many of you guys know. Thelema was originated by Mr. Aleister Crowley, which was a really great magician and a very controversial figure. The oil of Abramelin, or holy oil, needless to say, I want you guys to understand that this is an oil that is used only for very important rituals and for very important matters. Do not take this oil lightly. Use with a reverence. The most important use for this oil is for ceremonial magic. It is used to sanctify, to consecrate a place. So if you actually do ceremonies and rituals very often, this will be a great oil for you to use prior to doing any type of those rituals to consecrate and sanctify this space. You want to use this to sanctify yourself prior to doing any type of rituals. You want to use this to consecrate your magical tools prior to doing any type of magical workings. You also want to use this oil for healing. If you need to anoint someone that is extremely sick, you're going to use this oil in order to anoint this person and help them recovery. If you're working with somebody that just recently came out of a really brutal heck, and through the process of magic and reversal magic and counteractive magic, this person is now healing, this is a great oil for you to consecrate that person. This is a great oil to use to anoint this person in order to keep this person healthier, cleaner, protected, blessed, feeling a whole lot better. Again, I know I said this 20 times already. This is not for mundane matter. So what are we going to need for this particular recipe that we're making today? You're going to need about a half a gallon container. Please make sure that it's glass. It's very important that you can let light through this container. Quarter gallon of pure olive oil. So this is a liter. So you want to make sure, please don't go cheap on this. Again, these oils deserve your utmost respect, especially when you're making it and when you're buying the products. The recipe in the Bible also calls for myrrh. So you need powder myrrh. We got some myrrh over here. 5 teaspoons of myrrh. To that, we're going to add calamus. From calamus, you're going to need 2.5 teaspoons. 2.5 teaspoons. And I'll write all this down in here. Please, if you are new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe and you hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every week. I'll be teaching you basic magic, and also I'll be teaching you different topics in regards to witchcraft. To that, we're going to add some Cassia. We are going to use 5 teaspoons of the Cassia cinnamon. 5 teaspoons of Cassia cinnamon. To that, we're also going to add just regular cinnamon, okay? Any other cinnamon. You want cassia and you also want cinnamon. The Bible tells you to get cassia and then to get cinnamon. So just make sure you get some cassia and then regular cinnamon. From the regular cinnamon, we're going to add 2.5 teaspoons. So let's go through this one more time. Half a gallon container in glass preferable. 1 liter of pure olive oil. 2.5 teaspoons of calamus. 2.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. 5 teaspoons of myrrh. 5 teaspoons of cassia. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna mix it. Alright guys, so now that we have mixed all the powders and the ingredients into this container and we have them here, we are going to add your liter of pure olive oil. Please make sure you keep this container because we're going to end up using it again. So we're going to cover this container, the big container, okay? Make sure you mix this oil. It looks really beautiful. It's some kind of caramel color. So make sure you mix it properly, guys. It has to be very well mixed. You have all these powdered elements that are going to be settling down. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put this in a windowsill or in any place in your house that has some sun. You want this oil to receive the sun every single day, and every 3 days you're going to shake your bottle again. You're going to do that for 6 weeks. At the end of your 6 weeks, you are going to then use this container. You are going to strain into this container all the oil. You're going to keep the oil without the sediments, and you're going to give this back to Mother Nature. Just, you can throw it away. You want to pray or chant or charge this oil prior to every single use. Make sure, guys, this is olive oil, so it's going to have a specific lifespan, which is less than a year. So make sure that if you want to keep this oil as fresh as possible, you put it in a dark, cool place. Listen, you're going to have a lot of oil over here. I suggest for you to divide it and share it with people you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be witches. You can share this with anybody. This is, after all, an oil that comes from the Bible. Or keep it all and bathe yourself with it. You know what you want to do with it. Again, I strongly suggest that you do this with your utmost respect. It is always awesome talking to you, witches. Please visit my website. I'm going to have the recipe of this oil and everything written down in a blog for you guys, so you can print it and put in your book of shadows. Also, email me, layerofthewitch@yahoo.com, and let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is White Raven over here. Until next time, witches, you know what to do. Stay wicked. Bye.